Department of Physics, New College, Chennai. And professor is talking on a very important topic. He used to take topics which are very interesting and which are very useful. And today's topic is also very useful one, making ChatGPT work for us. So let us listen from Dr. S.G. Mohammed Hussain, sir. Yes, Professor. Are you listening? My voice coming?
Yes, yes.
Be unmuted and Fazal bhai.
Yes, sir.
And he says, and sharing also you want.
Already given the access to him.
Hussain sir, no, you are listening. You are there. Already access given.
Call him, sir.
Yes. Let us wait for Professor. Yes, to join. Yes, Professor Hussain sir. No, you talk.
Yes, of course. You can listen me right now. Sorry, sir. Can you listen me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, 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 yes.
Jazakallah khairan. 1 second, I'll come. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
Alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidul Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidul Majid. Alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we have gathered together again in the wonderful blessed morning time. And after listening to a wonderful speech, understanding our responsibility and how to shape a stone into diamond, inshallah, we'll try our best. And in order to have more time, we'll have ChatGPT with us, reducing our work and making our results efficient in a more excellent way, inshallah ta'ala. We'll jump into the topic. So mastering the art of prompting. So first, let us see what is ChatGPT. I hope you all are using ChatGPT. Am I right? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Alhamdulillah. How are we using it? To a maximum extent or like a search tool?
Search tool.
Search tool. So that's the mistake we are doing. Actually, it's not a search tool. So what is ChatGPT? Is a AI-powered conversational assistant. It's not a search tool, but it is a conversational assistant. Okay. So this is what we need to understand. And so what are the things ChatGPT can do for you? It can talk to you just like a human. So it can generate new content, answers. We are going to see how to use this in a way that can be more effective and productive. So it is already pre-trained and it's a transformer. It's not a search tool. Okay. It's like a friend, encyclopedia friend, a friend who has got all the informations with him. So whenever you ask, he will give the informations. But the way we need to ask, how to ask, that's matter. Okay. What ChatGPT can do, these are the things that it can do. So in educational help, teaching assistant, data research, coding, and everyday assistant. So whatever we want, easily we can make use of ChatGPT and it will reduce our work. So for teachers, especially, it can plan academics. So whatever lessons you want, academic plan, it can give, and it will give you the worksheets that we can download. And it's the difficult task for the teachers is to generate questions based on Bloom's taxonomy. So it will give you just like that within seconds. So all these things it can do. Now, how can I use it? This is what we need to understand. This is the main topic we are going to have it. So first thing, we need to have a shift in our mindset. It's not search, it's actually a dialogue. So you need to understand the contrast between searching and talking. See, communication is basically nothing but three fundamental things must be present in communication. One, a speaker. Second, a listener. And third one, the content. If the content goes wrong, everything will go wrong. The result will be going wrong, right? Am I right or not? So the content is very important. So the speaker has to give a content in an excellent way so that the listener can understand the content and give the output. So that the speaker can expect what's the output. It's based on the input. So result is based on what the content is given and how the listener is understanding. So this is what we need to understand. So there must be a shift in our mindset. ChatGPT is not a search tool. It's rather a partner. This is what we need to understand. So how we have to interact with it. So what are the best way? Inshallah, we'll try to see today. So communication, as I said, communication, it's a communication. Prompting is nothing but how to make. So we need to have a syntax, right? Each and every one will have their own style. So we have to talk to them in their own style. Then only we can expect the results. If we use ChatGPT in a way we use the Google, then result will not be as we are expecting. Okay. To your kind information, this entire section, this entire content was created by ChatGPT. Today, what I am presenting to you is created by ChatGPT. Okay. So first thing, understand what prompting is. What is prompt? Anyone say what is prompt?
Commands.
It is nothing but it's input that we are giving to ChatGPT. So we are talking to ChatGPT. So we need to, what we are giving as input is called as prompt. It's not be like a search. It must be like a communication. So what I'm asking to you and you are replying, right? The same way, if you say Assalamu alaikum, it will reply to you, wa alaikum salam. If you ask you, how are you? It will say, I'm good. How are you? So what is the task today? It will ask. So you can talk to ChatGPT like a friend. So it's like it will assist you in all the ways. Whatever you want, it will have, but it's also have some limitations. If you go beyond that, it will say it's not within my content. I will not talk about it like that. So you need to give specifically what you want. Okay, fine. So what are the basic features that's got? So before advanced prompting, let us get familiar. So if you like simple prompts like what is evaporation, list the benefits of exercise, summarize the causes of World War One in 100 words. So this is like something like search, right? So it will give a vague answers. So now we observe what are the answers. Then we will change the prompt, and then we can see for the change in answer. Okay, fine. So these are some of the styles of prompts. So informational prompt, asking for explanations. So what is the difference between mass and weight? So instructional prompt and creative prompt, role-based prompt, comparative prompt, formatting-based prompt. So you see all these things are there. And even for kind information, using these things, we can write blog and which can be like a small sort of earning also. So I tried like we all know the Alibaba and the 40 thieves, right? So I just gave an instruction the prompt that I want this story in a modern style now in the present day state. So it actually modified the Alibaba story into a very excellent way. Alibaba and 40 acres, something like that. So the story was excellent. It will be like a modern day story. So like that, you can do so many wonderful things with the help of ChatGPT. So now practice begin with specific. Now see, I'll give you some of the examples how we have to do. So like it must be focused to get the relevant. As I said in the beginning, we need to communicate. We need to give the input so that we will get the expected output, right? So tell me about acids. It's a vague, right? What acid you want or to whom you want, everything you need to specify. So if you say, explain the properties of strong acid with two examples suitable for grade 11 students, and you are giving the limit of words within 120 words. So within 120 words is a constraint for ChatGPT. We'll discuss, inshallah. So you are now saying who, what, for whom, and how. Understand? This is what is required. So you're talking to a friend who can help you excellently. So you're saying what is the role you have to play now, and what we want from them, and for whom this content will be going, and how the format must be. So format in the tone, in the sense, it must be like humorous, or it must be serious, or it must be like a formal. Like that, we are saying what tone it must be. Like it must be like a friendly, or anything we can say. It's a tone, okay. Now, experiment with constraints and conditions. So, as I said, a word limit is a constraint. So, if we see explain greenhouse effect in less than 100 words, it's a constraint. That too using a real life analogy and list the consequences as bullet points. So, but we can make use of it. If we want short, we have to give this. Or else, if you want in detail, you can remove these constraints and will give in detail. So examples will give and what style of output you want, whether you want in a table format or a paragraph format or in bullet points, whatever you want, you just specify and it will give. And then learn the prompt structures and templates explanation. So that's something I'm just showing it to you, right? Create the templates for common tasks to save time and ensure quality. Example. So as a subject teacher, what subject teacher? It must be like a math or physics, chemistry, whatever you want. And explain the topic, what topic you want, and who is the target, and what is the word limit. So we saw in the previous example, and with example or analogy. So you have to say all these things. When you give these things explanation template, this is the format we need to follow. If you're going to search, I want to search a topic on photosynthesis. So it will be like a vague answer. So photosynthesis for which grade? For grade 1 or grade 10 or grade 12. So accordingly, it will give the explanation. If you ask for grade 1, it will be like a small story on photosynthesis. You can ask, I want to explain photosynthesis process to grade 1 students, and I want this in a storytelling format. So now saying that you are a science teacher and you are going to explain the photosynthesis, and the target audience is grade one, and it must be in a storytelling format. The tone must be to storytelling. So actually, it will give a wonderful note on photosynthesis in the storytelling format. So we need to understand how to use these ChatGPT. Okay, fine. Now, if you want a quiz, or if you want a comparison template, so you have two concepts or you have two problems and you need to compare easily, you will compare and will give in a table format. Okay. So next, study good for, so we need to do a lot of practice. We need to do a lot of practice in order to become a good prompter. Okay. So you have to have some chat GPT community forums, and there are some YouTube channels available. There are some free websites available in order to build the prompt. So we can make use of all these things so that we can uh, give what the expected, we can give the input for the expected output. Okay. So reading effective prompts improve your framing skills. It will improve the skills and it will reduce the time. Actually, when in the beginning, when I started to use ChatGPT, I used to give a lot of inputs in order to get the expected output. Sometimes I won't get, I'll fed up. Then when we need to do homework. So how to make use of it. So now it becomes easy for me. So actually, speaking, it took only 1 hour for me to prepare this chat GPT, this presentation, because I have an idea what idea I have. I need to give the input and I will get the expert output. Understand? So in 1 hour, you can prepare a lecture. It's very simple. For that, we need to practice. So when you start practicing, it'll become very easy for you. So apply prompt chaining. This is an interesting thing. So where we have to give one by one to the ChatGPT. This is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want, and all these things. And then you can say, now you can prepare. So break the task into multiple prompts with depth and clarity. So list the important topics in 10 physics. So it will give the list in physics. And then you take one thing, explain Newton's law from the list in simple words with daily life examples. Then you are create a 5-question MCQ quiz. So, or like this. Now you can say, create the question based on Bloom's taxonomy. The questions will be based on Bloom's taxonomy. You can also give what level it is for easy or medium or hard. Like that you can give, and accordingly it will prepare the questions. Then you can give, I want the answers for all these things. Then we'll prepare the answers for all these things. Then you can give, I want a worksheet for the students. We have the different level of students, and you can say we want different levels of worksheets for a slow learner and for we know who are the best students, right? Like in order, according to your input, it will prepare the worksheets also. Now, it has got its own limitations. So we need to cross check as a very important thing. We need to have a multiple check we cannot say that whatever data it gives is a true and original. Sometimes it may not have the real-time data, but it will give the thing. So we can use that as an example, but we cannot give that as a fact. Understand? So for history and all, for historical dates and all, we need to cross-check. Also for everything, even if we solve a problem, we have to cross-check whether it is right or not. Because it's our response, as we heard the previous talk, right? It's our responsibility. We should not like take life as it comes. So we cannot say whatever ChatGPT gives is 100% correct. No, because we are responsible. We have to answer, right? So we are responsible. So it will reduce the work, but it's our responsibility that we need to cross-check them before giving to the students. Is very important, because now students are using this ChatGPT and they believe that this is 100% right. It cannot be 100% right. Okay, so this is one of the main disadvantage in using ChatGPT. Now we'll jump into how to use ChatGPT, the syntax, the format. So this is especially designed for us, a teacher like. So these are the things that must be present in a chat. First thing, the role. What is the role that ChatGPT has to play? So I have to give that you act as a teacher, you act as a expert, or you act as a researcher. So you have to give you now if you have some legal problems or something like that, you say you have to act as a legal advisor, a lawyer. But you should not say you have to act as a doctor. If you act as a doctor, it will give some of the inputs, but you have to consult that with the doctor. Okay, so these are some of the things which some people used to take advantage, and they will use the own medications. It's not correct. So you have to tell that you have to act as what, and what is the main task you are giving to the chat GPT. So your task is to do what. So it has to explain or summarize, compare, create, analyze. So all these things, etc., etc. We have a lot of verbs, right? So and if you see for Bloom's taxonomy, it will give a lot of tasks like this. So what it has to do, you just give it. Then you have to give the topic clearly. So what is the topic we need? And then, so who are the target audience? So so we have to explain to whom this content is going to be produced. And then, so in what style we want. So the style, what is the output we want? How the output must be? It must be simple or formal, funny, poetic, academic, storytelling. We need to say in what style the output must be and in what format. So it'll be easy for us, right? So but it needs to be in a story, like paragraph or table or bullets, a code or whatever we need. We have to uh, specify the chat GPT so that it will give the answer, the results, the output in a expected way. And then the constraint and conditions as we discussed earlier. So keep it within the word count or time duration, life count, all this line count, all these things are very important. Whatever you ask, it will give. Okay. Then after giving all these things, you have to say, if you understand, begin now. It will begin. Now, see why this syntax works. So I given you syntax in two things. Where there are 8 things, right? Role, main task, and topic, target audience, style, format, constraints, and final instruction. So these are the 8 things that must be present in the syntax. So why this syntax works? Because you defines who ChatGPT is acting as, and it specifies the task clearly. It focuses on exact topic what you want. Okay, we are not saying that you have to. We are not saying explain the sky, explain about the universe. No, we are asking explain about the moon, explain about a star, specific star. So like that we are saying, no, we are not giving a big thing. So you have to give exact topic. Okay, explain about the forest. What will explain? So you have to say, if you want to study about a tree, you must say which tree you want to explain. So like that, you have to give an exact topic. So it has to be mentions target audience. So to whom the output is given, and in what style, in what tone it must be. So it must determines the output format and imposes constraints and examples. So all these things you have to give finally final command to proceed. So it's like preparing biryani, I will say. So you have to give the step-by-step input, right? Then only the biryani will be good. Or else how the biryani will be. If you give everything together. So it must be like so what are the things you need to add one by one, it'll be the expected you can get the expected output, right? So examples. Now act as a physics teacher. You are giving what role it must play, and explain. So you are giving the task, Newton's third law, and the topic is Newton's third law. So topic is there. So explain again to whom, the target audience, grade 9. So use a simple storytelling tone. So you're using that tone. And what format you want. Present the output as a short paragraph. So format. And constraints, you are giving 50 words. Now the last instruction, if you understand, begin now. Okay. So quick tips. Always define role, task, topic, audience, style, format plus constraints. So if ChatGPT misses constraints, break it into smaller chained prompts as we saw earlier. So at least you need to practice daily. You need to practice. When you practice daily, it becomes easy for you. And if possible, maintain a prompt bank notebook to reuse effective prompts. Okay. So these are the things that we need to follow in order to make ChatGPT work for us in an excellent way and get the output what we want. Thank you, Jazakallah khairan. And prompting, final reminder, prompting is a structured communication with clarity, creativity, and specificity. Practice transforms into mastery. So we need to practice a lot in order to transfer us into a master in using ChatGPT. Jazakallah khairan for the uh, for
Hussain sir,
permission to
Hussain sir,
present.
you say
Yes,
we can talk. Hussain sir, you said we can talk with GPT.
yes, sir. Of
How
course,
to
sir.
talk?
How to
Yeah,
talk,
can you
inshallah.
demonstrate in 1 minute?
Next class, sir, inshallah, I'll do, sir. I'll prepare myself, sir, inshallah. I'll
Talk
talk to
means
GPT
it
first,
should
then I'll talk
talk
to you,
in
sir.
voice.
Huh?
It,
Yeah,
it,
yes,
it
of
should
course we can
talk
do. We
like
can.
us.
Of course, we can give input in voice also. There will be like
That
mics,
is
right?
different.
Hmm.
It should talk like a human being.
Yes, of course, sir. But I didn't use it so
What
far.
is
Jazakallah
time now?
khairan
What
for
is
the
time
homework.
now?
uh, it's a it's a homework for me again. I'll next time we'll do. Actually,
Because
thought of
your first sentence was like that
presenting
only.
in live classes, but inshallah next time we'll do it. It's already 7:30.
Thank you.
7:30. Okay, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
thank you, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So thank you very much. Most of the things are new to us only. Many teachers are using this and they are getting benefit from it. But some teachers are still reluctant to use it. And these talks will give them the encouragement to use these apps, use these devices so that their teachings becomes easier. So thank you very much. With this, the program ends. And reminder, tomorrow, Sunday, we are having another two speakers. One from professor from Mail Visharam College, a very excellent speaker, and another Islamic scholar is also there. So hope all of you will join again, along with one friend at least. At least in the throughout the day, make one friend to join this program so that more people are benefited. With this, the program ends. Subhanallah bihamdi, subhanakallahumma bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Program ends.
Thank you so much, sir. Jazakallahu khair.